Good evening to everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Margaret Hernandez Munoz, and today I just wanted to share a little bit about my personal learning journey in this course and how it helped me to improve my English. So, I could say that at the beginning of this course, I was honestly a bit nervous, especially when it came to speaking. I was afraid of making mistakes or forgetting words, but I think that step by step, I started feeling more comfortable, and now I can express myself more clearly, and even if I still make mistakes, I feel more confident, and that's something that I'm proud of. When I started this course, one of my main goals was to improve my writing and speak more fluently. And before, it was hard for me, for example, to write longer text. But now I feel that I have more vocabulary and better ideas to organize what I want to say. And about speaking, I think that the speaking sessions also helped me, even if some of them were more focused on grammar or sometimes all the class was in Spanish. And if you ask me, I think that I would have preferred all the classes to be in English and want to really practice the English language. But I still got a lot from my listening to my classmates and practices with them, and of course with my teacher. So I think it's great, but it could be better. In the beginning of the course, in the first task, I created a study plan with smart goals. For example, I tried to practice speaking 3 times a week using apps like HelloTalk or Tandem, and also use Anki to learn vocabulary. And I have to be honest, I wasn't perfect with my routine, but I think that I stayed consistent most of the time. I also designed a weekly schedule to guide my practice. I set specific times for different activities. For example, listening podcast or English music in the morning, watching short grammar videos in the afternoons, and writing reflection or reading vocabulary with Anki in the evenings. But the university, work, and personal responsibilities, it wasn't always easy to follow that plan exactly. But still, I believe that I didn't give up. I made small changes to adapt it to my real life, my new daily routine, and that helped me stay focused and motivated without feeling, overwhelmed. Some of the tools that really helped me were YouTube and Anki. YouTube gave me a real-life example to improve my listening, and Anki helped me remember words with spaced repetition. I also visited websites like BBC Learning English and examenglish.com. And also, I started reading The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time. But sincerely, I only read a few pages because of time, but it helped me learn new words and expressions. One of my biggest challenges was organize my time between work, university, and personal stuff. It was sometimes hard to stay on track, but I learned that studying in shorter and more consistent sessions helped me a lot. It made everything feel more manageable. About writing, it has become easier now, especially because I practice using connectors such as however, furthermore, because, and therefore, for example, which helped me organize my ideas more clearly. And I also learned and remembered useful words like C2 level, for example, like attempt, enhance, look at, compassionate, contribute, etc. In addition, I started using more advanced vocabulary such as nevertheless, moreover, comprehensive, significant, to empathize, etc. And I think that these words helped me express my ideas more precisely and made my writing sounds more natural and professional. I feel proud of the progress I've made. Still, I know that I need to keep working on vocabulary and try to use advanced words more naturally both in speaking and in writing. And of course, there are still things that I want to improve, like, for example, spending more time on vocabulary and maybe during English conversation clubs or speaking groups. So, in the future, I would love to be like B2 or C1 level, and to take a more advanced test, like the levels, and For the other hand, I think I dream of becoming a teacher who really inspires others. You know, like my teacher inspired me when I was young. And I know it takes time and patience, but I truly believe that I can do it. Of course, step by step, with consistency and love for what I do. So, thanks for watching, and remember, progress takes time, but every step really counts. Bye. Thank you.